lets it fly. Oh my goodness! Touchdown LSU! They win the game! They win the football game!
An explanation is demanded.
Oh man, here we go!
Wide open.
Nobody
Fresh swing. He's got a blocker in front. Brady is back. No good. Touchdown LSU.
With 2 seconds remaining. Tigers trailing Auburn 21-19. Here's the snap. Placement is down. Kick is up. Line drive kick, and it's good! Tigers win! Tigers win! 22-21 on the road at Jordan-Hare.
This guy hasn't missed yet. This will be a 33-yard attempt for Domingue. And it's a fake. The throw to Domingue. He bobbles it. And now he hits to the end zone. Touchdown.
3rd and 7. And Flynn is back to throw for the end zone. Oh! Touchdown! What a call!
Welcome to the Bayou Bengal Backers podcast, the Triple B. I'm Cody, joined by Brandon as always. We're here to talk about the Vanderbilt Commodores tonight. We're going to be welcomed to Nashville. I'm not bringing them home, unfortunately, but there is some big news that was released a little while ago. We were in the icy white helmets this weekend.
Sounds good to me. Oh, I guess we're doing the all-white unis now.
Yeah, I really wish we'd bring the gold uniform for this one, though. I want it bad. But to be fair, they haven't shown the jersey yet. But the white helmets, that's a positive sign. But then again, I guess it depends on what Vandy's going to wear. I would think a solid white would make the most sense. But
yeah, because, I mean, it's not like us to wear, like, our home jerseys and away jerseys. Most teams will just end up wearing, like, whatever their primary color is.
yeah. I'm really hoping, though, that they do something special for the A&M game with the uniforms. Because they're giving the baseball team their championship rings.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing screams we support you more than doing championship gold football jerseys in that game.
Yeah. We rocked them last year, and I liked them.
I love it. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, man, it was a big week last week for LSU. We saw Garrett Nussmeier actually come out and ball out a little bit. His accuracy was a little off, but the speed was back.
Mm-hmm.
His legs he was running hard too. I heard he got clocked at 20 miles an hour on some of his runs. That's all right.
Hey, it works.
Absolutely. I mean, he's no Jaden Daniels with his legs, but hey, if you can get hit to 20 miles an hour, I mean, you cooking right there. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I predicted 37-10 to be my score for that game. And realistically, LSU left 18 points on that field.
Well, had they not turned the ball over 3 times?
Yeah. Well, there was one we settled for a field goal that I know for a fact we should have converted and we should have gotten a touchdown on. So that's the extra 4 points there. But yes, the 2 turnovers at the goal line really hurt.
I just hit the zip on the ball is there.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, we have to progress past you forcing it. Because that one ball he threw in the coverage, you could tell like the way and they were talking about the way he angled his shoulder and he let it go. And I'm like, dude, you flung it right over dude's head into the defender's hands. And then the one he
Yes.
threw in the end zone, I'm like, dude, like, what are we doing?
Now
Like,
the one he threw to Trades though, that was I'll take that pass in the end zone all day, every day.
oh
That
no,
was
I mean, you can't miss a dude that's 6'7", 6'8". I just had South Carolina had even a smidge better blocking up front,
Yep.
LSU would have needed to do more, and those turnovers could have cost them the game.
Yep.
So that is just something that needs to be mindful of, because you go into a game like this, that isn't a problem that Vanderbilt has. They don't turn the ball over a lot. They like to control the time of possession. They like to try to chew clock and keep the ball away from you.
Yep.
You can't make those mistakes because they have a dynamic quarterback too. And if for some crazy reason LSU doesn't get enough pressure on him up front, he will pick you apart. So
Absolutely.
the biggest thing for me is you need to improve those turnovers, because you were throwing around, like you're throwing some nice balls, some really nice placement. But man, those picks made me think of A&M last year, and I don't want to think about that because that was horrible.
Yes. It was painful to watch on those. But the one thing that I'm telling myself, and I'm really hoping I'm right on this, and because I mean you saw last week I was very confident in Nussmeier, and I feel like he lived up to about 70% of what I was hoping for, which is good. That's a good start. So you got to think of it like this. He's had this injury for a while now. He's been limited on what he could throw. He got the time to rest, get himself healthier. Then we see him back there flinging it. The problem is with him not throwing that deep ball as much, he's kind of lost his touch. So he needed a little bit of a, honestly, that was just like a scrimmage for him in terms of getting him built back to where he needs to be. I'm hoping now, with him getting that out of the way and going forward, I'm hoping that everything just starts to get to where it was.
Yeah, you need to get back to fine-tuning it, because this next stretch of games, you can't afford turnovers like that.
Yes, and
like those will make or break you.
Yes, and there is one huge aspect too that people they're just not acknowledging online when they're talking smack about the offense still, which honestly, looking at the numbers, there's really not much smack to talk about them. I really feel like overall, outside of the turnovers, much improved. But there was no Aaron Anderson last week.
No, and he's looking to be active this week.
Exactly. Now, will he be 100%? I don't know.
No, but that'll garner. You can garner double coverage on a guy like that, because they're going to try to limit him.
Also, anyone watching, if you have contact with Trades Green, I need to get in touch with him. It's very important. It has nothing to do with an interview or anything like that. I legit have something for him. So after his touchdown catch, I went and made him a logo that he needs to use on some merch. Okay. He doesn't have to use, that doesn't look very good right here. But as you can see, the silhouette of him making that catch, it's like an Air Jordan logo. So I think that would look awesome on some merch for him. So if you have a contact with him, please get him in touch with me, because I will send him this file, not charge him a penny for it. Like just straight up, I want him to have it so he can do it whatever he wants with it. So, do you hear that?
I heard something.
What was that? That was weird. I don't know if that was inside my house or what, but that was.
Oops.
Okay, that was creepy. But yeah, yes. So if you got contact with Trades, please get me in touch with him, because I would love to send that to him. Randy says, "Go Tigers!" Amen to that. Hey, and thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
I just want to see them finish drives.
Yes,
because you could visibly see Kelly's frustration with those turnovers. Like, and I'm really hoping they need to open up that playbook, because that vanilla play calling is not going to win you games from here on out. You have to mix it up.
Yeah, and I mean our next three too. I mean, you have no choice.
I don't know if you've seen it. I posted about it. Caleb Jackson's not going to play the rest of the year.
Saw that.
So he's planning on entering a transfer portal. Guy had all the freaking potential in the world, man. Seen flashes, but he just never. No disrespect, man. He just could never recreate that. You know, I mean,
and it's weird too. Like, when he came on, he made an instant impact. I mean, he was a hard-nosed running back. We're like, hey, Leonard Fournette, Darius Geis 2.0 kind of thing. And, It just never got it going,
got buried.
unfortunately.
And
I
they've been
mean,
doing really good at recruiting. I mean, at one point,
Yeah.
they had like 5 or 6 guys in that room.
I mean, it didn't help with the fact that Juwan Johnson there was no choice. You had to get him on the field.
Yeah.
He's too athletic.
Then
And
you have Durham, and then you have Barry, who's a hot commodity right now.
he's
They want to
definitely
get him touches.
Yeah, he's stepping it up. And I mean, it's not that Jackson's not good enough. It's just, I mean, I get it. He's buried and
I think he
he's
just
smart
needs
for
a fresh
redshirting.
start.
Yeah. And I mean, let's be real. He could start anywhere in the country. He's good.
He could pull a Trey Holly. Go to a smaller school like Southern. He could light it up and then go somewhere else.
Honestly, if I were him, I would consider going to a school like Michigan. Replace Justice Haynes when he's done. He fits that offensive style so well. They're going to need
run.
Yeah, so they're going to need that. I think he could fit it perfectly for him. But again, his choice. I mean, obviously, I wish him nothing but the best with whatever he decides to do because I mean, he's a fantastic athlete, represented the school very well in his time here, and yeah, I mean, can't even hate on the kid. I mean, he's fantastic. But he was smart though for shutting it down when he did. Since he made his mind up, I respect it. I do. I hate it, but I respect it.
Dude, but we've been doing really good at recruiting backs, especially since they got Corey Raymond back. So I mean, it's too loaded, man. The 2 guys in front of you were like pretty much almost number 1 in their class each. So yeah, you're not touching the field over those guys. And the fact that you have a gadget player in Johnson that's going to line up anywhere you want, it just is what it is. It's unfortunate, but those guys are going to give us the better chance to score points and win games. So
one thing I do want to see is Johnson's hands. Like, I want to know how good his hands are because
I imagine he can catch, man. I mean, he can.
That's what I'm thinking.
Do anything.
Yeah,
and quarterback in high school.
Exactly, and I mean, I think like the way he plays. I mean, he was going to be a defensive back originally anyway, so I mean, surely he's got some solid hands. Yeah, I would like to see him included more in the passing game. I think that could be a huge difference maker.
Screen passes, outs, just simple stuff. Doesn't have
if you have that dangerous threat of him and Xavier Thomas, I mean, and you don't know who's going to get the ball, I mean, that's scary. So, and and another guy too that needs to be praised is Bauer Sharp. Man, he's really
done better since that game he had the fumble, and he's done well.
Yeah, he's really gotten it together.
And they've got Nick Anderson more involved as well. So that's the guy they need to keep involved.
But he needs to be much more involved than he is, unfortunately. But I mean, I get it. It's hard for guys to get looks. I mean, they're getting
like 4 or 5 guys like that kind of all.
Barry and Brown though, he was quiet last week, and I didn't like that.
But I like the fact that I haven't really seen many drops from him. At all.
And that was his problem originally. So that makes me happy that he's gotten it together. Which it doesn't surprise me though, because I mean he was when he was at Kentucky. I mean he's one of the most dangerous athletes in the country. I mean,
he's got to fix that. What better place to fix that than where you're at right now?
Exactly.
Probably what his logic was.
Yeah. So I think now at the back half of the season, as long as Nussmeier gets his play up to par, I think they're going to take care of each other. Because if they can get that going, the running game will be no issue getting it to get going.
I think the real moneymaker with them is the tight ends.
Yes.
I think that's the real moneymaker. You can hit Sharp anywhere down the field, but when you get inside the 20, I'm throwing it up to Green.
I mean, can we be real though? Green is not a tight end.
I'm tired. But he's Kyle Pitts. He's just a bigger Kyle Pitts. That's all that is.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's just, and the reason I say he's not a tight end is because
they line him up in the receiver slot too.
Tight ends do not make catches the way that Trey'Dez does. I mean,
unless you're Jimmy Graham.
Exactly. I mean, like when I see Trey'Dez, I see like a Kyle Pitts. I see like a Calvin Johnson type guy.
Yeah.
Like potential wise. I'm not saying he's their level yet. He's
got similar build, but he's bigger, he's taller.
I mean, he's a basketball player. What do you expect? But
that's why it's good to have a guy who can high point the ball like that in the end zone, because nobody's getting to that high. That's why it's called high pointing it over the defender and catching the ball.
Now I'm wondering if you're Clark Lee and you're looking at this and you're like, okay, Trey'Dez he was the first 100-yard receiving tight end in since the 90s. So how are you going to scheme to him and not have someone get open that's even more dangerous.
I mean, you already know they're going to target him mostly. Like, he can catch the ball anywhere.
Yeah.
But the most dangerous spot is inside the 20.
Yes.
Especially at the goal line, because you know they're going to try to aim for that corner of the end zone where nobody else can get to the ball. So I think, I don't know how you really defend that.
Can you imagine, though, a deep ball at Trey Dez and he catches it in stride? I'm talking about just like straight, just reach out and just guns it down the side. Oh my gosh. I'm waiting on something like that crazy to happen. But I've never really seen his true speed yet.
He hasn't had to.
I'm wondering what it is with his legs being so long. I'm just wondering how fast he really is. I know he's got to be really
long
fast.
Stride.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun to monitor because, I mean, the thing with Vanderbilt is they are a very good team. They are. Offensively, they have everything you need. You have a good mobile quarterback. You have a tight end who arguably is the best tight end in the country because, I mean, Stowers, I mean, he's almost unstoppable. I mean, he had his worst game ever against Alabama. I will straight up say he was not good. He had so many drops in that game, it just didn't go his way. But then you have Cedric Alexander at running back, who is also really, really good. You have Junior Sherrill at wide receiver, who just speedster, game changer. Quincy Skinner is another guy that you got to watch out for. Defensively, they're a stout defense, and I respect how they play. But the one issue they have is their passing defense is not as good as it could be. They have good defensive backs.
That's if there's a game for LSU to finally get in rhythm, that would be the game. Because I mean, if they're suspect on offense, just me personally, I want to hit everybody. I don't want to just key in on one guy. You remember those Saints offenses in the 2010s, late 2000s? Like 8, 9 different guys are getting the ball. Yep. That's what I'm doing because I want to keep things as unexpected as possible. You don't know who's going to get the ball.
Absolutely.
We're loaded from top to bottom, so I'm going to hit everybody. Doesn't matter.
And you know, we also saw a big breakout performance against South Carolina, Kyle Parker.
Mm-hmm. He's good.
He really is. And the crazy thing is, like, preseason, when you're looking at this roster,
where's he from?
Exactly. I think he's a local guy, if I'm not mistaken. But like, when you looked at the roster, he was not one of the ones that you had penciled in as one of your top 4.
I mean, he looks pretty good to me.
I better say he's definitely there now. Now, I think he was more he was replacing Aaron Anderson, obviously.
He made an impact, though. He caught every ball they threw him.
I feel like at this point now, though, you can't take him off the field.
I think you just try to put him maybe with another guy that's maybe not as much of an impact player, and they can split reps or something. Because Anderson, if he's healthy, you have to put him there. The chemistry's there. You can't keep him off of the field.
Yeah. And, I mean, seeing that he's good and healthy this week makes me happy. Speaking of that, here's the injury report right here. Whit Weeks is questionable. I know he had a little bit of an injury. That being said, seeing Aaron Anderson and Paul Mubenga possibly – or actually, let me rephrase that. More than likely playing this weekend, that's a big positive. Jamari Butler, I know he had an injury that it might hold him out, but I think he's going to end up playing. I mean, I understand the questionable side of it. I'm pretty sure, though, you would have to lock Whit Weeks in a cell to get him not to come out there. I just don't see him sitting. Now Bernard Gooden, I'm hoping he gets healthy quickly, though.
These guys that are doubtful on their defensive front, are these like impact players, or are they just? I figured you'd be a little bit more familiar than me.
I don't believe so. I mean, I'll look at it real quick. I can tell you the probable Langston Patterson. He is their heart and soul on that defense. He's fantastic. He really is. Let me pull their stuff up real quick, and I'll give you just a quick idea.
I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I am too, and that was one of the things I had wrote down that, hey, I need to look at this.
If those are guys who get reps, that's a problem.
Let's see, Jones, what's hard?
2 guys in the secondary and a guy up front, that's a problem.
Absolutely. All right, so Yelenon Owatara, he's played, but not really many stats. He has 2 tackles on the year. Let's see. Lipford has no stats, and let's see,
Some backup.
Marlon Jones. Okay, so Marlon Jones, on the other hand, he has actually played a little bit, but not a ton. I mean, he's got six. He's got 6 tackles on the year. Let's see. Yeah, he's a transfer from Eastern Washington. So I mean, other doubtful guys, nothing big there. Other guys that are out.
I'm assuming that's their backup quarterback. I don't know. Gillespie's not their starter, huh?
No, he's
Okay,
not.
I didn't think so.
All right, so Drew Dickey, he's only had 2 pass attempts on the year. Let's see, Gillespie, 1 rush for 2 yards, so nothing there really. Let's see, Hinton. I know I've heard his name before. Yeah, he's got 3 tackles on the year. And then Curtis, he's got 5 tackles. So, I mean, some of these are reserve guys pretty much. Let's see, Jefferson and Zunk. All right, Zunk has 5 tackles on the year. He has 2 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss. And then, Jefferson, he doesn't have any registered stats. But Langston Patterson, on the other hand, him is probable. That's good for them. He's 4th on the team in tackles with 20. But he's like a heart and soul kind of guy in the defense. So realistically, I mean, Vanderbilt's good. I think they'll be fine. But while I've got their stats up, some things to point out. Eli Stowers, their tight end, he leads the team 25 receptions, 323 yards with 2 touchdowns. Wide receiver Junior Sherrill, 23 receptions, 274 yards with 5 touchdowns. Running back Cedric Alexander, 8 receptions, 89 yards, 4 touchdowns. Let's see. Rushing wise, Pavia leads the way with 60 carries, 352 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Alexander, 50 carries, 319 yards, 5 touchdowns. So, I mean, they're good. And Pavia, on the other hand, passing wise, I mean, he's solid. I mean, 71.4% completion percentage with 1,409 yards passing, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, only been sacked 4 times this year. That's not bad.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Not making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, but then when you go to Nussmeier, 66.2% completion percentage, he's got 1,413 yards, so he's still got more passing yards than Pavia. 9 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, which I'm really, really hoping that changes very soon, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Caden Durham leads the way for us. Our running back position with 67 carries, 283 yards at 2 touchdowns, which really you can put an asterisk next to that considering he has been hurt. Juwan Johnson, 2nd on the team in rushing, 27 carries, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Harlan Berry, 26
He
carries.
would have 3.
Yeah, should have. Harlan Berry, 26 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown.
I don't even feel like he touched the ball that much.
I'm shocked, actually.
Carries. I don't even feel like
where did he get all his carries at? Because that is actually...
That's got to be maybe that freaking Southeastern game or something. Because
he had 7 carries in that game. His most productive game was against Louisiana Tech, where he had 6 carries for 56 yards.
Damn.
He had the Russian touchdown against Ole Miss. Against South Carolina, he had 4 carries for only 2 yards, which shocks me a little bit. But, receiving wise, I mean, Aaron Anderson, he still leads the way, 23 receptions, 305 yards, but no touchdowns. That needs to change.
Oh, yeah. That's your impact player. Well, I mean, they're all impact players, but I mean, he's like your guy.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's got 305 yards through 5 games played, that's actually fantastic. Because, let's see. At Clemson, he had 99 receiving yards. He had 73 against Louisiana Tech, 75 against Florida, 46 against Southeastern, which, he didn't play the whole game. And then the Ole Miss game where he got lit up in that game, unfortunately, two for 12 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So I think things will get definitely better for him. But Barryon Brown is he's actually whoa! I did not realize that Barryon Brown was first on the team in receptions with 27.
Does this how many drops he has?
No, I didn't have that.
Okay.
I am curious about that number though.
I can't imagine it's many. I don't feel like I've seen many go his way that he dropped.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think at the most maybe 2 or 3.
Man, who was that ball to? I don't know if it was him. You remember that freaking ball he threw last game? It was like on the right-hand side of the sideline, threaded the needle in between like 2 guys. I don't know if that was him or not, but that was a hell of a ball. I don't remember if it was him or Parker or whoever, but you know what I'm talking about?
I do know exactly what you're talking
They
about.
were driving and he freaking threw it like 20-plus yards, hit it between 2 different guys. Like they were like on top of each other.
Yeah, who was that? Give me 1 second. I can probably tell you who it was. Come on.
I was just thinking about it because I didn't know if that was him or not. But
Yeah, because that was actually one of his best passes of the night too.
Oh,
that would have probably. I think it was Parker. Yeah, Baryon's he had 2 11-yard receptions in the game.
he had what?
He had two 11-yard receptions. He had 22 yards total.
So it wasn't him then.
Yeah, I think it was Kyle Parker. Which, I mean, Parker, that makes me happy, man. 5 receptions, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Man,
that touchdown he had, I'm like, whoa.
And, I mean, the crazy thing, too, is the fact that South Carolina's got a very good defense. It's their offense that held them back. I did see a fun stat, by the way. So, in that game, Lenora Sellers, he ran for 864 yards, but only had 22 net yards rushing.
I've seen that.
Or it was 19 net yards. Either way, something like that.
No protection.
Yeah, I mean, that's just –
But I will give him credit, though. They couldn't tackle him.
No.
I've seen one play he dropped back, and he literally just went – he just ducked down and went straight through. I'm like, how the hell are we not getting this guy?
Yeah, because, I mean, when I was watching, I was texting a buddy of mine, and I was like, did Lenore's go to like a Diddy party or something, man? They're sliding off to him like crazy.
Dude.
I mean, it was insane.
If he could just clean up, man, he just was very erratic throwing the ball around, man. But when he's on, he's on. But, man, he just has no chance. Like,
it was Pyburn that kept getting burned on those two. I mean, he would get his hands on him every time.
Yeah, I think they said he was like, man, I can't freaking tackle this damn dude. He freaking get back there, and he's like, nope.
I mean, it was amazing. I mean, for as bad as their offensive line is, I gotta give that man some props. He's a really talented athlete.
If he could just clean up his passing,
yes,
he's lethal. That's it.
Which, I mean, last week though, I mean, I give him a benefit of the doubt on his passing there because, I mean, that defense was shut down.
They flustered him.
Yeah,
he's just really erratic.
I was happy to see the defense hold him to 10 points. That made me happy.
I will tell you, though, like, you have to finish drives in this game. If you struggle to get points and not always – don't go for it on 4th down if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And don't set up a 3 if it don't make sense. You got to finish drives, get points, because they're going to control the time of possession. They're going to control how much you get the ball.
Yep.
I think LSU's defense isn't going to get like disrespected. I don't see them giving up like 30 points. I don't see that at all. But the offense has to pick up slack. Because, like you said, realistically, last week, they should have had 35 plus.
Absolutely.
Just couldn't finish drives.
Yeah, and the thing with Vanderbilt, and obviously their statistics are a little bit skewed because of who they've played so far this year. I mean, you start out with Charleston Southern, then you go to Virginia Tech, who's not great. Then you get South Carolina, who was really, really down in that game. You get Georgia State, Utah State, and then Bama. I mean, you really only have you have the South Carolina game for a comparison factor for the two teams. But then the Alabama game was really the first real idea you get of Vanderbilt. And, Vanderbilt played good in that game. I mean, the score doesn't indicate how good they played. I mean, it's 30-14, but it was a lot closer than that. And realistically, though, Alabama, they kind of beat themselves early in this game, though. I mean, throw an interception on the first possession, and that, unfortunately for Alabama, that was just a very poorly thrown pass. It should not have that pass should not have been thrown. And then they had the missed field goal after that. But then, Vanderbilt had a fumble in the first quarter that Bama turned into a touchdown on a 92-yard drive. I mean, Vanderbilt had every opportunity to pull away in that.
And that's another problem LSU has. Out of the turnovers we create, we don't really get a whole lot of points off of turnovers, and that's a stat that I feel like people gloss over and don't pay attention to.
Yep.
Like, that's a difference maker in you winning or losing a game. Is like when your defense is able to create turnovers and get you the ball, it's a great opportunity to take the momentum back, whether it's sealing the deal, whatever. Like, you have to score on those chances, man. That's been a real problem. Like, they scored, I think, once or twice last week off of that. But, man, that's something that, like, when you go against these harder teams, like when you have to go play A&M, for instance, dude, if you can get them to turn the ball over, you better turn that into points, whether it's 3 or 7. Like, you have to take advantage. Otherwise, they're going to make you freaking regret it.
Absolutely. I mean, so, for example, against Clemson, let's see, Klubnik threw an interception. LSU goes and misses the field goal after that. They had a turnover on downs in the fourth quarter. LSU punted. Another turnover on downs with that end of the game. Now you got me curious to what we actually have done on this, because it's
something important. I've noticed.
Let's see. So Louisiana Tech didn't have any turnovers against us, which is actually kind of impressive. All right. So, the Florida game's a good example considering how many they had. First interception, we punted. Second interception, we got a field goal on that. So there's 3 points right there off of turnovers. All right. Then we had a pick six. So there's 10 points. Another punt, and the game ended. So, so we've got 10 points so far off of turnovers. Let's see what we got here. So a turnover on down. Do you want to count turnover on downs?
Not really. I feel like turnover on downs is different. Like, I feel like when your defense is creating, like, whether it be a fumble, interception, whatever the case may be.
Okay. So then let's say we're at 7 points in on turnovers. I think that's fair to do. Let's see.
I don't feel like Ole Miss turned the ball over really against us at all.
No, I don't think they really did. Let's see. Punt, field goal, punt. Okay, they had a fumble. We punted because we didn't get any yards on that 3 and out. Okay, so we got a field goal after an interception against Ole Miss, so that puts us at 10 points again. So there was that, and then against South Carolina. All right, so South Carolina fumble, we got a field goal. So there is another 3, so that's 13 points. Interception followed with an interception. Yeah, so on like legit turnovers, 13 points. The
defense creates turnovers, but like you have to you're not gonna score every time.
No.
But like more times than not, I need you to get something.
Absolutely.
You have to, because dude, when you're playing Marcel Reed or you're playing Ty Simpson or you're playing somebody, like, they're not going to give you that many opportunities. Simpson just threw his first interception last week. Like, That's something you need to pay attention to. So if you can create turnovers, which takes a lot of effort from the defense, make it worth it for them to get points, especially 7, man. You got to get some touchdowns out of that. Like the pick six, they did it themselves, so you don't worry about it. But you have to make the most of opportunities, and with the offensive struggles we've had with getting points on the board, like, you need to take as much advantage as you can.
Yeah, so let's check this out before we do our predictions. There's a couple of things to look at. So against South Carolina, LSU had 422 total yards, which is a big step up for us. 254 passing, 168 on rushing, but we averaged 6 yards per rush. That is the most that South Carolina has allowed all season. I want to throw that out there because that's pretty important. All right, so 422, remember that number. Vanderbilt against them, 323 total yards, 177 passes, 146 rushing.
4 yards a carry.
Yeah. So, I mean, you see, they had 37 carries while we had 28? Yeah. So, I mean, that tells you a little bit of, more than, about your team right there. I mean, that's an important number. Now, the one thing Vanderbilt had going for them is they just didn't allow second half points. And another thing, too, is Lenore Sellers got hurt in that game, so he didn't even play the majority of the game.
Well, that kills their offense because he's the glue that bonds the offense together.
Yeah, you can only do so much without him. And especially when your offensive line is
bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, realistically, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I think the media and a lot of the people that are in there are going to try to paint. I think they're like, oh, it's the first time in like almost 80 years that Vanderbilt's been favored. And it's like, stats don't lie for the most part, but like sometimes it's a lot more than just what's on paper. All of this is still really new to them. The major advantage they have is that it's at home. Had this game not been at home, that would not be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. They're playing with a lot of momentum.
Yep.
But when I tell you the defense is going to be there, they're going to set the tone. All you need is the offense to just be competent.
Yeah.
Just be competent. Don't give them the ball when you're struggling to score points. Because if you're struggling to score points and you're giving them the ball, you're giving them permission to take it and chew as much clock as they want and score points on you and putting you in a position that's like, man, my back's against the wall. Quarterback's got to try to make a play. Boom, another turnover. Like, we don't want to be in that spot.
Yeah.
If you get the ball, go down the field. Even if you kick 3, cool. We proved that we can move the ball on them. Let's take what we can do good and build on that and try to score as many times as we can because we know the defense is going to give us a lot of opportunities.
Yep.
They're not going to get a shutout. I would love that. But I think that they can give Pavi a fit. I like him. He's got a really good skill set, but I don't think he's seen a defense like this yet either. So, I mean, I think that's a big
we need
difference
Harold
maker.
Perkins. Perkins is going to have to be on his A++ game.
Give him credit, though. He has, like, you might not hear his name, but I've seen him around the ball.
He's everywhere.
Consistent. Like,
Everywhere.
last game, he was all over it. Like,
I will say this. If I'm an NFL scout, Harold Perkins is a guy I've got circled on my board right now.
Oh, yeah, because he's finally showing back what we've seen freshman year.
Yeah.
The difference is just the defense is so much more loaded now than when it was then. His name doesn't get called as much because there's just so many freaking guys there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he literally single-handedly won a football game for LSU. He was sick, so, I mean, come on.
I just think the biggest thing for me is defense is going to come to play. I think that if they can rattle him, I don't know if they will because he seems like tough mentally.
Yeah.
But if they can collapse that pocket early and make him run around like what's it called was, I think the secondary and the linebackers will take care of the rest.
Yep.
Offense, just if you can run the ball, even like what you did last week, they'll win. If LSU can even run the ball, they did anything close to last week, they'll win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Opinion. So, I mean, give me your score prediction for this game.
Let me go. I think they score more points. I'm not going to go and swing for the fences here. I'm going to go 28-17.
I like it. So I was that's about a number I was thinking of. I mean, I wanted to say 42-5.
Damn, I mean,
we'll give him a safety. Give him a safety. I'll be nice, right?
That would be fucking awesome. But shit, this ain't your grandpa's Vanderbilt either. So
nah. So realistically, I think Nussmeier is going to improve every week, and with Aaron Anderson back, I think Aaron's going to get his first touchdown of the year. I think Tradez is actually going to have lower production than he had last week, but not intentionally. I think he's going to get targeted, but I just think that you're not going to be able to target him like you did last week because South Carolina just could not prepare for that. They didn't know he was going to be the guy. Yeah, exactly. And I think the passing game is finally going to really open up the running lanes. And I think LSU is going to try to eat clock.
They're going to try to play Vanderbilt's game and try to control the time of possession.
Exactly. And while I think LSU could score a lot in this game, I'm with you on that. I think they're going to hit the 30 mark, though. I think it's going to be like, I'm going to go 31-10. I'm going to keep that 10-point right there. I'm rolling with that. Seems to be a common trend for this defense, and the number 10 is special this year. So I'm going 31-10 LSU. I think it's going to be the game that puts LSU back in the conversation. And unfortunately, I think this is the one that puts Vanderbilt in a tough spot. because, I mean, let's be real. They lose this game, they're out of the conversation for pretty much anything at this point.
Yeah, because what is the rest of their schedule? Because you take 2 losses now, you still have the other half of your schedule. Let's just see what their schedule. Let's see.
Because, I mean, I know they still have Missouri.
So we
That's not gonna be
got
easy.
okay. So yeah, the rest of the schedule is not very favorable. Now, if you
No.
won this game, I'd say this is a really good momentum booster for you and a confidence booster. So you get home against LSU. Next week you got home against Missouri. I think Missouri is a better team than
Missouri's
Vanderbilt.
awesome, man. They really are.
They gotta go to Texas.
Yeah, that ain't.
They got home against Auburn, and Auburn played Georgia good.
Yep.
They've got home against Kentucky. That's a win.
Yep.
But then you got to go to Tennessee to end the year. So that's a very unfavorable second half. So
Realistically, one guaranteed win the rest of the year.
this is a make or break game for both teams because if LSU drops this game, you're you're almost damn near guaranteed to be out of the SEC championship and be out of the playoffs. So they're playing with a lot of urgency. And for Vanderbilt, if they lose this game, this could be the catalyst that could lead to them dropping some more games. Because if they win a game like this, I think they could steal a few of those games just based off of the confidence they're going to build from this.
I mean,
but I just don't think they match up as good with LSU as what the media wants to paint, in my opinion. Because it's all hanging on to the thing if LSU's offense struggles like they've struggled.
exactly.
But in the event that LSU even wakes up 25% more, they win the game. Easy.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, when you look at it too, if Vanderbilt loses this game, I'm not surprised if they have a 4-game losing streak going against when they go against Auburn.
Well, what's their record right now? They got one.
They're 5-1, just like us.
So realistically, Vanderbilt, if they lose this game, they probably finish the year a game over bowl eligibility, like 7-5.
I'm about to say 7-5 is what we're probably looking at because and that's if they're at 6-6 is still very likely. I kind of want to give them the Auburn game. I think they can pull that one out. Definitely in Kentucky, but I don't think
they're not favored in any other game.
No, let's see. Right now, ESPN Analytics they're favoring them against Missouri, but I don't know what the line is yet. They haven't released the line.
Missouri played Alabama really good, and had they not had those interceptions, they probably win that game. So keep that in mind. So
if that last interception wasn't overthrown, they're going to overtime at the least. So
it's a good team. So
yeah, absolutely.
This is make or break. This is where you need to kind of show your ass a little bit in this one. Offensively, you have to step up. I'm not asking for 40-plus points. I don't think Vanderbilt drops a bunch of points on you, but you have to show the ability to run the ball again, and you have to show me from a play calling standpoint that you have to open it up. You have to. Yep. You have to, because if Vanderbilt gets even a single feeling that they can win this game, they're going to try to put their foot on the gas and try to freaking seal it quick. They're going to try to just like that, and Nussmeier just knew me. Been saying this for the last 2 years. You got to make better decisions.
Yep.
I understand now. Cool. I seen a big time jump in the zip on the ball, man. He was freaking slinging it. Realistically, I don't want to see any interceptions because this is not the game this is not the game to do that.
Yep.
Finish drives, be clean. They didn't play bad penalty wise last game. Keep it clean, keep it simple, score points, get the hell out of town.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be a fun one, to say the least. Well, before we go, first of all, I want to thank all of you that are in here watching live. That's awesome. We've got a new partnership right now with Polymarket. You can see it in our video description where you can click the link, go sign up, join them. It's a very interesting platform. It's where you essentially invest on outcomes. So it's like investment betting, if that's a terminology.
Yeah, not solely sports, but all kinds of stuff.
Exactly. I mean, you can put money on stuff all the way from, is Costco going to change the price of their hot dog, all the way to, is this person going to win this election? I mean, there's so many things you can put money towards. You can also put it for football games, for other sports as well. It's very cool. Definitely a new trend to check out. If you're in the cryptocurrency world or whatever, it might be something fun for you to try out. So check out Polymarket. Links in the description. I highly recommend it. I think it'd be something fun to check out. I'm gonna actually start messing with it this week a little bit and just kind of see what I can get with it. I'll probably lose all my money, but it's all good.
Could be worse.
Exactly. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good night. As always, go Tigers. Let's get that dub, boys.
Go Tigers.